Hi everybody, it's Dr. Kimber. It's Wednesday again. It's time for us to be together and talk about your health journey, your health questions, all things health related, right? 2 days left in October. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. I look outside and by me at least, the trees are all dropping their leaves and it's beautiful. It looks like fall. We've had amazing, great weather here in the upper Midwest for this fall. I hope you have too. November is right around the corner, which means another full moon is on the way. So November 15 is our next full moon. And if you've been kind of hanging on the fence about whether or not to do a full moon cleanse, I do want to encourage you, just dive in and do it. You don't know what you don't know. So we start that cleanse on November 12th. The deadline to sign up and to register is November 5 because we have to have time to get your supplements to you. So sign up. Don't waste any time. I'll put the link in the comments for you to sign up, but just do it. It's a perfect time before the holidays to get your body in optimal working order. It's a way to find out how much of a parasite problem that you have in your body. And it's just a way to just gently get your fingers wet with a parasite cleanse. So I encourage you to do it. Don't waste time. Get it done. All right. So talking about supplements today, we're going to dive into talking about supplements, how to choose them, what kind of quality you want to look for. There's a lot of supplements out there. And it can be so confusing to walk in to any place where there are supplements being sold and to think, what do I look for? What do I get? How do I narrow this down? And I know many of you have places that you can go. And a lot of you are adding supplements into your diet. But how do you know that you're not just getting a supplement that's full of fillers? How do you know that you're getting a quality supplement that doesn't have contaminants in it? What does even supplements mean, right? I hear nutraceuticals, I hear the word vitamins, I hear the word supplements. It's like, what does all that mean? So we're going to dive into that. My goal is to help educate you, help you to know and to be very well informed so that when you walk into a place that carries a lot of supplements, you feel like you have a little bit of knowledge walking in there. First, I want to start with you. So let me know where you're listening from. I always love to interact, answer your questions, know where you're from. That's always a fun part of this time that I get to share with you. So chime in. Let me know where you're listening from. And if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer the questions today as we're talking, but go ahead and put them in. This is time for you, a time for you to ask your questions, a time for you to interact and to let me know where you're listening from. All right. I'm also going to put a link in the comments for a great article that I recommend that you read if you want to dive deeper in this topic of supplements. All right. So look for that as well and be a self-learner, a self-educator. I see we have Venus here with us listening from Seattle, Washington. I bet the colors are beautiful up there. Venus, as I know Seattle, the upper Northwest can be gorgeous at this time of the year as well. So I hope that you're enjoying the colorful landscape as well and your weather is good. I don't know what it is there, but I know ours has been great, so I hope that for you too. All right, so let's talk about supplements. So I want to break that down for you. I want to break down why somebody would want to use supplements. First of all, I think of supplements as kind of a crutch, something that helps you during a time when your body cannot do it. All right, so literally a crutch, like if you've got a broken leg or a broken limb and you need to use a crutch in order to get around. It's only ever for a short time. And so I like when I work with supplements, because I do work with them in my practice, I like to tell people this is just to help your body do what it cannot do at this time until it can do what it needs to do. Now, there's another theory of thought, and that is if you're missing an organ and it is not ever going to be able to do what it was designed to do because that organ is missing. Sometimes then you need that supplement for long-term use. So for instance, unfortunately, I am missing a gallbladder, which makes my digestion very difficult and very poor. So guess what? I will always need to take a supplement to support my digestion. So that's a missing organ type of a situation. Harriet, I see that you've joined us from Davis, Illinois, it looks like. Great to have you with us. So a supplement is something that a lot of people will think, well, I don't eat very well, so I'm just going to supplement my food that I don't get through, or my nutrients that I don't get through food. Yes, that is true. You can do that. If you're very busy or if you just don't have a wide array of foods that you like, you probably should supplement some nutrients into your body that you're not getting through some of your colorful fruits and veggies and all of that. Also, if you happen to be someone that is a vegan or a vegetarian who does not eat meat, for instance, you may need to supplement with something like B12 because you're not eating the food that would have or give you the most B12 benefit. So those are some different reasons that we may supplement. But I do want to say this. You can't out-supplement a bad diet or an unhealthy lifestyle. So that's very important to remember, that it's important to have a good lifestyle, good exercise, good sleeping patterns, good nutrition as best as possible when you are taking supplements. You get the full gamut of health when you're doing that, okay? So I do want to make sure we know that. Other times that we might need supplements, just to target supplements into our diet, are things like when we're targeting specific health issues. Like for instance, if you have a heart health issue, you possibly want to supplement with an omega, right? So omega is very good, very heart healthy, and you might be advised by your doctor to supplement with an omega. Now, other times, if you get some blood work back and we see that your omega-6 is quite high in your blood work and your omega-3 is low, we might supplement in some omega-3, because the best way to get omega-3 is through fatty fish, and maybe you're not a fish eater. So we might supplement with some of that omega-3 so that we can get a nicer balance in there. So those are some various different times why we might choose to supplement. How about you? Are you supplementing right now? What is your reason for supplementing? I'd love to hear it in the comments. All right, so let's dive a little bit deeper into some three main categories of supplements, because I know that that can be confusing as well. You can walk into a place and you can, again, just see the walls of supplements, and it's like, where do you start? Well, the three main categories are nutrients, herbal supplements, and hormones. Okay, so nutrient, herbal, and hormones. Those are the three main categories that we're going to talk about today. So first of all, nutrient. Think of these as your basics. They are more like your vitamins, your minerals, maybe your protein powders, your fatty acids, the things that keep your body functioning every single day. All right. Oh, Ellie has joined us, and she is on prenatal vitamins, which is a good point. Prenatal vitamin, I'm going to assume maybe, Ellie, since I don't know you, that you are pregnant, but I do want to throw in something here, that if you are of childbearing age and hoping to get pregnant, you do want to be on a good prenatal vitamin. And this fits under the category we're talking about right now, the nutrient supplements. One thing I'm going to put a plug in for all you wanting to be moms or expecting moms or even postpartum moms, it's important to get methylfolate vitamin in your supplements. All right. So look at the back of your label and make sure it says methylfolate and not folic acid. You do not want folic acid. It's not absorbable in your body. You want it in the best, most absorbable way, and that is methylfolate. Okay? If you're having a problem, let me know. Send me a message, and I'll send you a good prenatal vitamin recommendation. Venus, you're on biotin vitamins. Biotin is fantastic. Again, it's a nutrient supplement. It's a B vitamin, and it's particularly good for nails and hair and skin. So really good vitamin for that. All right, so it's one of the B vitamins. So the nutrient supplements are your supplements that you need. They're your basics. They're just the supplements that kind of keep your bodies functioning well every single day. Multivitamin fits into there. Biotin vitamin fits into there. Prenatal vitamin fits into there. Who's taken a multivitamin before? Anybody taken a multivitamin? Let me know in the comments if you are on or have taken a multivitamin before. All right. The next category is herbal supplements. So we had the nutrient supplements. Now we have the herbal supplements. These are a little unique. Herbals come from plants. All right. So they are plants, and they've been used in centuries for immune support, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, fighting parasites. We just talked about parasites. The supplements we use in the parasite cleanse are all herbal supplements, right? Things like wormwood and oregano and things like that, okay? So, and we can use herbal supplements like ashwagandha to help with stress as well, okay? So there's herbal supplements. Turmeric is another one that we use a lot of, and it's very anti-inflammatory. Echinacea, maybe we've heard of that. That's also it's an immune booster. And then ginseng is another great one. That is one that we use for energy. So lots of good herbal supplements out there that, again, have been used for centuries. And nutrient supplements, one thing I should mention, there are two different kinds of nutrient supplements. There's nutrient supplements that are synthetic. They are made in a lab. And then there's nutrient supplements that are made from food. So there's two different kinds in there. And I'll dive into that just a little bit. Okay. So something that I want to mention with the herbal supplements is that quality matters with herbal supplements. You very much want organic. Now, because we're talking about plants, they come from plants, you want to make sure that they are organic and you are not getting contaminated by herbicides and pesticides and whatnot. So making sure that you know where the supplement is coming from and that it is organic is very important there. And then the third supplement that we hear a lot about, you walk into your supplement store that you might see on the wall, is hormone supplements. Now, a really famous hormone supplement that people do not think about is melatonin. So you walk into your supplement store, you're looking on your shelf there, you see the nutrient supplements like your vitamin D or your vitamin Bs, the biotin, the prenatal vitamins, all of that. Then you're going to look and you're going to see maybe some herbal supplements, your ashwagandas, your ginsengs, your turmerics. Next, you're going to look into a section, and that's going to be where you see your melatonin, or DHEA is another one. Pregnenolone is another one. These are all used to restore balance in the body, especially a hormone balance in the body, especially as you age and maybe go through some hormonal shifts in your body as well. They're powerful tools, but they really do need to be monitored. It really is best to use these under guidance through a doctor like myself, a naturopath, or somebody that is familiar with how to use supplements. All right. I also want to strongly encourage you, if you are starting a supplement routine, you do want to consult a qualified practitioner, somebody who's qualified in understanding supplements. Not everybody is. Many times you'll walk into your traditional medicine doctor at the doctor's office, and they will not have a clue on supplemental use. They don't get trained in supplemental use in med school. All right, so make sure that you're talking to somebody who's certified or trained in that arena. So what category do you rely on most? All right, if you're listening, let me know. Is it nutrients, like your prenatals or your biotins? Is it herbals, like your ashwagandas or your turmerics? Or is it hormones, like melatonin maybe? So make sure to put it in the chat and let me know. It's always fun to kind of know where you're at in your health journey. All right, I want to just touch a little bit on the safety and quality of supplements, because it breaks my heart when I see a new patient and they come to me and they have a box full that they've spent really good money on of supplements that are really poor quality. And it's out there, it's everywhere, and we've got to be aware of it so we can watch for it. So the first is, I think it's important that we know that there are a lot of regulation or non-regulation when it comes to supplements. And that is because supplements fit under, they're regulated as food, not drugs. And so there's a lot of leeway that the manufacturers have. And that's not always very reassuring, because they're not being guarded as much as they should be, because money is always the bottom line there. How can we make this and get this on the shelf as quick as possible so we can sell it, right? So that's something to just be aware of. The things that you want to look for are brands that follow what's called GMPs, which is good manufacturing practices. They're always a lot more stringent in their regulations when they have to follow a GMP, when they have the GMP signature. So look for the brands that have GMP on them, all right? They have to undergo a lot of strenuous testing, definitely third-party testing. Their facilities are guarded or are governed more. So it's important to see that they are a GMP manufacturer. The next thing to look for is a third-party certification. And you can look for that by looking at the labels. If you see things like NSF, which is National Sanitation Foundation, or USP, which is US Pharmacopoeia, those mean that they've been third-party verified. You'll also see things on the labels like certified gluten-free, USDA organic, which is one that I really like. Certified vegan is another. Non-GMO project verified. Those all mean that there's some third-party verification. There's more accountability there. And so you're getting a higher quality supplement in that case. Bartek, I see you have joined us. You're using omega-3. Fantastic. Great supplement, helps to balance out, especially like inflammation. It's really good for inflammation as well. All right. All right. So what brands do you have in your home right now? I see, Bartek, you said Ostrovit. Okay, awesome. What other brands might you have in your home and maybe you're wondering about? Okay, so let me know. All right. Let's explore a little bit deeper into some of the ingredients, because this is where my heart breaks when I see the box of supplements come in to when I see a new patient and they are not very good supplements, and I know that they're doing more harm than good. So first of all, plant, I want to talk a little bit about plant. For herbal supplements, sourcing matters. Okay, so we want to look for products that are made from organically grown. I said this already just a little bit ago. Organically grown and properly harvested plants. Okay, that's important. Dylan, I see you take Natrol melatonin. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to give you a little hint here. Natrol has gluten in it. So if you're following a gluten-free diet, you probably want to change your melatonin that you're taking. All right, so for all my gluten-free followers out there, do not take Natrol melatonin. All right. Thanks for sharing that, Dylan. Hopefully you're not following a gluten-free diet. Okay. I happen to know that because I have a family member that was taking Natrol, and I looked at the ingredients after they bought it and saw that it contained gluten, and they were eating a gluten-free diet. So that got put aside. Okay, wasted money there for us. All right. Vitamins, like I mentioned, can be synthetically made in a lab, or they can be made out of actual food. So sometimes there's need for synthetically made, but most of the time, try to choose your vitamins that are made from food. All right. I see that, Bartek, you're taking glucosamine sulfate. All right. Great. I'm assuming, I can assume a lot of reasons that you might be taking that glucosamine. That's awesome. I hope it's helping you. Thanks for sharing. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is something that a lot of people don't realize, and that is there can be a lot of fillers, colors, carriers inside your supplements. Now that's disturbing. And why do they do that? Well, they do that for various different reasons. One, they'll use fillers like magnesium stearate because they don't want what's in there to cake. All right. But they also use other fillers like lactose and glucose and calcium carbonate and sucrose. Those are all fillers that are used to literally, oftentimes, they have purposes. Like I said, you don't want your supplement to cake, but they also can be used to take up space, and it's inexpensive. So here's a little tip. When you purchase a supplement, look on the back of the bottle. You don't want very many additional ingredients listed. You want maybe 3. Don't, if it has more than that, walk away. Also, look for food coloring. Believe it or not, red number 3, blue number 1 are commonly used. Look for other things, like I mentioned with Natrol, they have gluten in them or wheat in them. If you're following a sugar-free diet, glucose can be added. So you want to avoid those types of things. And then look for the oil. You have to have a carrier. So a lot of times coconut oil or sunflower oil is used. Well, sunflower oil is very inflammatory. So if you're on an anti-inflammatory diet, then you don't want to use something with sunflower oil. This is why it can get so confusing, right? You're right, Bartek, bulking agents as well. This is why it's so confusing. because there's so many things out there. And if your health journey is one that is really touchy and strict, it's like, where do you start? So I'll put a link in the comments for my Fullscript. That's my online supplement pharmacy for you to go to. And every one of those supplements that I recommend for all sorts of different conditions, health conditions, is I have vetted. I know the company, I know the history, I know the ingredients, and I'm very comfortable recommending them. Okay, so if you want it simple, go there. Otherwise, just plan to take some time. Ask the questions when you're in the supplement aisle of the store that you're in. Shop for reputable sources. Like I said, the ones that I recommend through Fullscript are very reputable. Be cautious if the products happen to be very cheap. So if you're like, hey, I got a good deal here, it's probably not a good deal. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. A lot of times they're just more full of fillers, bulking agents, all that kind of stuff, so that they can make more money, right? So you're really not as getting what you're paying for. So don't look for the cheapest product in this case, because cheap doesn't always mean quality. All right, so I would love to know what you're currently taking, maybe that you're not sure about. You can post a picture, you can of the supplement ingredients. You can hide your personal information. You don't have to reveal that, but post it in the chat and let's walk through that. Bartek, you asked anything for the European market. The best thing to do is post, because I'm not as familiar with the European market as I am, for the US market. So go ahead and post the ingredients of the supplement that you're looking for, and I can take a look at it and let you know of what you're wondering there, if what you're taking is good. Okay? I do want to put, as we end our time together, I just want to also mention, beware of counterfeits. I know a lot of shopping is done online, on Amazon in particular. And there are two brands, Now Foods and Regenix, which have found counterfeit versions of their products being sold on Amazon. So it's always really good practice not to purchase on Amazon. I'll just put that out there. If you are going to purchase, really look very closely for misspelled labels, missing certifications, unusual packaging. Look who's selling it to you, if it's coming from the actual manufacturer or a third party. Be very, very investigative if you purchase your supplements on Amazon. All right, so I do want to put that out there, because you just cannot trust where Amazon, or who is selling on Amazon. Their marketplace makes it very, very easy for counterfeit products to sneak in. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. I know your supplement journey can be a major part of your health journey. So hopefully this helps you to have a better idea of what you're looking for when you walk in to purchase your supplements. If you have any questions, or if you're in doubt of what you're using, post a picture in the comments. Let me take a look and get back to you. Have a great week, everybody. Stay healthy. Be very vigilant about what you put into your body, on your body, and the surrounding of your body, because it all matters in your health journey.